The lights of downtown reflecting off the Willamette. River. And before
Kevin, thanks.
he stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Covington.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there. He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Lopez finds Middleton. DiVincenzo with it to the middle. Here's Holiday. Almost, but it rolls out. The Blazers on offense.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
When you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way, it's something you rely on.
So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. Clock at 6. Antetokounmpo. Count it.
They like to use Giannis in the pick and roll situations. He's getting better at understanding how to set the screens. With a rolling target, boy, he's a good one.
Now, here's Lillard. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Off target from the wing. The shot by Middleton, wide open. It's good on the putback.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Outside Anthony. Passes it to Lillard. The high post shot. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Now here is Holiday. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Lillard against Holiday. Steps back and shoots. And Lopez pulls it down.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Basket good.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
Holiday against Lillard. Beyond the arc. Lillard again missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Holiday attacking. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. You know, I think he's going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son's a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Here's Lillard after Drew Holiday's score. And then Lillard slams it in.
Well, that's an exclamation point right there. Lillard is a natural-born finisher.
Outside Holiday. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo inside. Covington's there. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Offensive rebound. And Lillard kicks to Covington. The wide open look here for Anthony, and the three ball is good.
Quick fire on that shot. Melo with the catch and shoot jumper. No defense for that play.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Giannis outside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Lillard attacking. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A good close contest so far as we finish. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Setting the floor for the Bucks, we've got Bobby Portis. PJ Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo, and there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. Here's Simons. And the pass to Cannon. And stolen by Portis. Now the Bucks moving it up. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Collins. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And the dunk by Powell.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings, though, to the table.
And Teague's got the ball here for Milwaukee. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Tucker the pass to Teague, and he makes that one.
Nice to see Jeff Teague get down in there on the inside and come up with the bucket.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Simons, still looking for his first bucket in this one. In the corner, Powell with it. Trailblazers moving the ball around. That one doesn't go. And Milwaukee the other way now. It's stolen by Jones. And again, Portland running the court in transition.
John Collins, pretty fundamental. Nice job of finding a teammate.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Left side, Portis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Simons. Antetokounmpo defending. Right side, Teague. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Teague's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's a ball handling drill the kids can work on, shown by Jeff Teague, and it opens up to Jay.
It's Powell on the wing. From the arc, trains the three-pointer. Powell's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Teague, the pass to Portis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Collins sees an opening, gets to the opening, and drives in.
Well, the Bucks shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Tucker finds Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Back to Tucker. And yes, it's good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
So it's Portland now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Kanter, the pass to Simons. A 3-ball, and another 3 for Portland.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Now here's Teague. Down low, Portis, and Kanter pulls it down. Portland leading 3-on-3, and he's going to get whistled for that foul. G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here's Simons. He has 5. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You can see the determination from Holiday on that attack, expecting contact there, and got it.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Anthony. From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good news. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor. That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Portland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Now here is Holiday. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that, more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Knocks down the 3-ball. Middleton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that kind of consistency from Middleton from 3, that's huge.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Outside Anthony. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Oh, Covington in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Using that athleticism to convert the alley-oop. Covington is simply a difference maker out there.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
And the basket by McCollum.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And here's Holiday. He has 6. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Pass to Anthony. Lillard outside. Pass to McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nurkic dishes to Covington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Lopez passes to Middleton. Over McCollum. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And finished off by Nurkic.
McCollum with a great job using the screen, deadly either shooting or passing. Just a great job of reading things and action off the pick.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 10 points for him. And Covington sends it back. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. McCollum with the ball.
McCollum will blur that time in transition. A quick-footed guard who runs the floor like a gazelle.
Outside Holiday. Dishes it to Middleton. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And that's 12 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Lillard left side. And there it is for him.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Giannis outside. And the dunk by Giannis.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Outside Anthony. Outside Covington. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Back to Giannis. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
I'd like to see how confident and effective Antetokounmpo could be from there. He's got some room to shoot it. He really does need to fire away.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Milwaukee on top. They're up by 1. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small 4.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Simons, guarded by Holiday. Kicks to Powell. Fires for 3. The putback. Milwaukee with the rebound. And here's the fast break. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And now here comes Jones leading the break. A nice shot by Simons.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Here's Giannis. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Simons, and that one clearly. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
He kicks to Tucker. Now here's Teague. He's guarded close. Just 3 to shoot. Portis can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Powell with the steal. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the lead.
Now Teague. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Inside. Clock at 4. Antetokounmpo kicks to Connaughton. Timeout called the Bucks. They're behind by 1. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Norman Powell.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Fast break, here they come. Here's Giannis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Antetokounmpo does such a great job of using all he has at his disposal, which is mostly his frame in drawing contact.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Here's Lillard. Covington trying to break free. Lillard misses. Bucks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. For 3, Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Here's Anthony. Buries it down low.
Melo with another moment.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Outside Holiday. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The layup off target. Puts it up there for Nurkic. Covington dishes to Carmelo. It falls.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Holiday against Lillard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I don't know if Drew Holiday's an underrated player, but he certainly is underappreciated with the way he can go at you as a two-way guy. He can score, and he can also guard positions 1 through 4.
Both shots good from the stripe.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Lillard attacking. Here's Nurkic. Count it!
And they do have a foul to give.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. Middleton finds Holiday. From outside the arc. The three won't fall. Lopez passes to Holiday. Middleton looking it over. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll... The activity in front of the Brook. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. High-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, Harden out there with Brown, and it's Durant, then it's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the 3. Now, here is Harden. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Now Anthony. James Harden missing on the 3. Anthony, the pass to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Brown outside. For 3, Harris. Portland grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Up the floor. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Anthony.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy. And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Now here's Covington. 3-pointer, Lillard. Now here's McCollum. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Lillard got it. Good job in the low post.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Lillard against Harden. Knocked away. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's Lillard. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard from deep three-point range. Sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Jordan finds Harden. Back to Jordan. On the wing, Harden. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jordan with the bucket.
You can see why DeAndre Jordan, for his career, over 65% field goal shooting. So close, so easy.
Now here's McCollum. Back to Lillard. High, arcing shot, and the layup is good. He has 7.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Nets trail by 7. Harden outside. Again, the Nets for 2.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
And Lillard kicks to Covington. Back to Lillard. Goes up on the wing. No good on the shot. And Brooklyn will come the other way. On the wing, Harris. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, he is tailor-made for the catch-and-shoot game. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
Lillard scanning the floor. And it's Lillard again missing.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Brown finds KD. Nets passing it around. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
You simply cannot give Kevin Durant any room to shoot it, and his consistency over the years is really what's striking.
Lillard outside. To the paint. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nets lead. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And, guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Just cashing in on second-chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second-chance opportunities.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Outside Durant. Over in the corner, Brown. Back to Durant. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
How about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. McCollum against Brown. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Durant. Green comes in for Harris. Dinwiddie's checked in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. And Jones slams it home.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Irving passes to Dinwiddie. Now Green. Irving with the ball. And that one, good. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
Well, what a move from Kyrie to keep the defenders guessing as he moves in for the score.
Simons surveying the D. Dinwiddie against Powell. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Powell with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Simons. The Trailblazers rebound. Here's Cantor. The rebound by Jeff Green. Brooklyn leading by 4. And Irving launches it from deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in.
2 minutes.
Here's Simons. Drills the three-pointer. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Irving. Simons, the pass to Powell. The three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that three, the more the floor opens up.
58 seconds left in the first half of the game. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. The finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
There's no doubt Kyrie Irving has proven to be more active as a defender now. He has a good feel for when to go after steals.
Now here's Powell. The pass to Simons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Irving double team. And it's Portland with the rebound. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And a close game so far through the first.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were in a 7-point hole at one. And
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
We've got Durant, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The wide open look for Durant. Shot clock reset for the Nets.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. Anthony in the corner. And stolen by Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Brown. Good.
Well, Joe Harris staying engaged on the defensive end. Nice anticipation to get that steal.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Here's Nurkic from about 16. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Durant. Again, the Nets for 2.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Now Lillard. 10 points for him. Cullen passes to Lillard. And another turnover here by Portland. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Brown outside. In the corner, it's Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Jordan high post. Working on Nurkic. Harden inside the three-point line. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the middle. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 12 in the game.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And, Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. Too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Free throw good, Jordan. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also...
And here we go, Coach's Challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside Collins. Pass to Simons. Outside Jones. Shot clock at 6. Cantor, the pass to Collins. Durant with the steal. And on the way from Irving for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Irving's got 8.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Cantor, the pass to Simons.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
It's tipped, stolen by Collins. Here's Simons. He's covered by Irving. .36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Dinwiddie finds KD. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Well, Kevin Durant's looking at the defender like, hey, if you're going to give me that, I'm going to take it.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
16 seconds left to play here in the third. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Simons. He got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets feeling good. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Norman Powell. Jones is out there with Collins. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. Trailblazers trail by 17. Powell, no one around him. The rebound by Jeff Green.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
On the wing, Irving lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Passes to Simons. Here's the 3. Jones looking for an opening. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Nets leading by 17. Here's Dinwiddie, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Now, here is Irving from deep, and Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jones with defended by Dinwiddie. Jones against Dinwiddie. Kanter's shot is off. The Nets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. And here is Irving. There's the pass to Claxton. Stolen away. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
Pass to Claxton. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Simons. From outside, off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
A baseline J. Irving can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 19. Jones drives it. Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Boy, I love seeing Kanter distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Outside Griffin. And the wide open shot from Green. No good on the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. A different look now for Portland. The Trailblazers have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. It's McCollum with the drive. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Durant deciding where to go with it. Harris dishes to KD. Back to Harris. Nets passing it around. Goes back up. Outside for KD. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 19.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
And that one's good. Lillard.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Brooklyn.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeAndre Jordan.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Lillard with the bucket.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Jordan trying to free himself up. Harden gets the bucket.
And, you know, if you score on Harden, this guy's going to take it personal. Answers right back.
And a deep three from Lillard. And another three for Portland.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Lillard against Harden. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. David, thank you. The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to be sharp on the court, too, as they get ready to go to work.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks have their transcendent superstar in Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Very dangerous indeed. David thanks. So the Nets starting 5. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Harden. And it's Brown in at the 2 guard. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Right side Durant. Pass to Harris. Feeds to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Holiday surveying the floor. Giannis against KD. And it's Giannis missing.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense. You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Harden against Holiday. Reverses. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Durant.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
6 on the shot clock. Durant for 3. The rebound by the Bucks.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn. And Harris wide open. He shoots, sinks the triple. Harris has got 5 now.
You know, knocking down the 3 guys, that's one of the premier three-point gunners in the NBA, Joe Harris.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Holiday with the 3. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Jordan kicks to Brown. Harden scanning the floor. 2 free throws coming. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Back to Durant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. .110 left in the first quarter. To the inside. And it's blocked by Lopez.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Harden against Holiday. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Here's KD. Offensive rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great positioning.
Harden against DiVincenzo. It's Harden with the drive and Harden with the stuff.
Harden is known for his creativity. Can't lose him in the screen and roll or he'll take you to school.
Holiday finds Giannis. Just 3 on the clock, and it's good on the way up. Giannis has got 6.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Tie game in Milwaukee. And recently on the subject of trash talking,
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of lift, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Irving. Green is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in up center. Teague up top. Here's Portis. Second shot opportunity, and the shot is good. Portis has got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Fast break, Milwaukee knocks it loose. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Green dishes to Griffin. Irving surveying the floor. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Count it, good. Teague's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Passes it to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. Teardrop shot.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody. to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Lock at 6. Here's Portis. The putback. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Milwaukee leading by 3. Outside Holiday. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Back to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
DiVincenzo against Harden. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Holiday. They get it back. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the contest.
You know, what you really like about Antetokounmpo is he wants to keep getting better. I'd say he's accomplished that and then some.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. And that'll do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. For Milwaukee, they have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Now here's Harden. The pass to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Jordan, the pass to Harden. Now Durant. Antetokounmpo defending. Durant kicks to Harden. He dishes it to Jordan. And the officials call a traveling violation. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Giannis outside. The three. The rebound by the Nets.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I play, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
And it's blocked by Jordan.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Fires the three. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Harden against DiVincenzo. And a great move by Jordan. Jordan's got 8 points.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Harden against Holiday. He can't get that one to fall. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Brown. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Brook Lopez. The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw good from Brown. And Brown drops them both. We've got 1:55 left in the 3rd. Holiday with it. 5 points in the game. Pass to Giannis. Fires at the elbow. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, I think the confidence Antetokounmpo has from the mid-range area is really evidence of the strides he's making with his jump shot.
They grab their own miss. Out to Harris. This one for 3. Pass to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. Jordan, another shot. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Kicks it out to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Boy, I love watching Harden pat the rock. Has an unlimited number of moves to choose from. Endless.
There's 53 seconds left in the 3rd. Passes it to Giannis. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Antetokounmpo going to work inside. Yeah, he's 6'11", but he's also relentless.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
And the pass to Brown. back to Harden. Stolen by Holiday. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Boy, that was a nice leak out by Middleton. Took advantage of his quickness there.
Harden finds KD. A clear look here for Middleton. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Bucks on top. They lead by 8. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Green. He's out there with Griffin. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot.
As dead-eye and outside shooter that we have in the league, Irvin has the ability to scorch you from there.
Teague deciding where to go with it. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Dinwiddie against Portis. Back to Dinwiddie. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Connaughton. Left side, Portis. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Irving against Teague. And almost, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
And Green gets it to go.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Here's Teague. Pass to Connaughton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the league. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Brent Forbes. And it's Drew Holiday in for Teague. Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Kevin Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. They lead by 7. He dishes it to Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
And he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
Lopez with the steal. And Giannis pushing it up. No one.
Oh, wow. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And that one's good, Irving.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basketball?
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off. Timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
Now Holiday. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Brooklyn with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
1:02 left to play here in the fourth. The Nets working the ball around now, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Giannis. 5 to shoot. And that time, also a missed shot. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. And we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete. Explosive and great balance and mobility. Powerful. Big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Outside, out of the Kumbo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes. Jordan coming up big. His name is Cole, and he ups the ante and delivers.
Outside Holiday. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with. Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it. And how about the Bucks, who are showing calm as they come down the tunnel? A team looking for a big night, and it's home. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. Covington passes to Lillard. A three ball. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
6 on the shot clock. From deep. Lillard misses.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Here's Holiday. Lopez controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Look, I love to see more of this from Lopez. He has the size to be a force on the glass.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Anthony against Middleton. Here's McCollum. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
And McCollum has a perfect shooting form, a beautiful hierarchy shot that looks good every time he releases it.
Here's Holiday. Down low. Here's Lopez. Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up, but I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Holiday against Lillard. Now the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. Fires from the wing. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Giannis. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Lillard against Holiday. Nobody near Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to DiVincenzo. Keeps it alive. Giannis on the funnel. Giannis has got 6.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Nurkic finds Lillard for 3. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Holiday dishes to Lopez. There's the lob, and Antetokounmpo throws down the alley-oop slam.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Holiday against Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Pass to Covington. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Bucks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Now, Antetokounmpo. He's got 8. Passes it to Holiday. The wide open look here for Lopez. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Milwaukee on top, up by 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying to
being able to go through adversity and come out stronger.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the floor for Portland, they've got Powell. Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3. You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a roll out on his team.
The pass to Forbes. From outside the arc. Here's Portis. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
76% from the line a season ago. And Simon's a bit undersized at that 2-guard position, only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Here's Powell. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Back to Teague. Pass to Connaughton. Teague left side. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And that's the awareness you like to see from your point guard. Teague saw the shot clock and still came up with the score.
In the corner, Powell with it. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
T kicks to Connaughton. Pass to Forbes. That one's not going to go. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition
because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep him there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Milwaukee in the lead. And here is Teague. He dishes it to Forbes. There's the lob to Portis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Lets it go with a three. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Jones is running. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
It's his first trip to the line. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. That one is no good.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 12.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Passes it to Powell. Outside, Jones. Portland moving the ball around. Powell inside. Antetokounmpo's there.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Outside Holiday. Middleton outside. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Here's Simons. And there's the pass to Powell. Over to the left wing. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
I didn't see...
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points. And that should do it with the second.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Covington passes to Carmelo. Lillard looking around. 5 on the clock. Over Middleton. Anthony can't hit. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. 4-point game. Holiday lays it up and banks it in. Holiday's got his first bucket in this one.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Lillard against Holiday. It's McCollum on the wing. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McCollum's got 6.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
90 seconds now into the second half. And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Covington. Giannis, no good.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn you.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And they pick up 2. He's got 16. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Here's Holiday. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. DiVincenzo with it. Lobs it up for Holiday. Inside, he gets the jumper to fall. Now it's a 5-point Bucks lead.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. The rebound by Holiday.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Trailblazers trail by 5. Pushing it up. And the rejection by Giannis. Anthony dishes to Lillard. From deep, an absolute bomb from 3-point range. Lillard's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Trailblazers. 1:33 left in the third quarter of the game. Now here is Holiday. Launches it. Drains the three-pointer. Holiday's got 7.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Here's Lillard. The rebound by the Bucks.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Bucks leading by 5. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Holiday against Lillard. Pass to McCollum. He's looking for Middleton and finds him. Giannis outside. Middleton outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Trailblazers trail by 7. Here's Lillard. And contact. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
He gets it up, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. The third quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got Collins. Also, Enes Kanter out there. Norman Powell is out there with Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Timeout called, the Bucks. Let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He said, "This is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play." In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Portis in the post. He's covered by Kanter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Forbes. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, but the main thing is the 2-possession lead is secure.
Pass to Powell. He's looking for Portis and finds him. Pass break, Milwaukee. Connaughton kicks to Portis. Dishes to T. Back to Portis. And foul on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outside, Jones. And so they foul intentionally. Passes to Middleton. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills. And tonight, it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Here's Simons. It's Powell on the wing. Taken away by Holiday. All going up court. Here's DiVincenzo. And it's blocked. And he gets it back. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Lillard against Holiday. To halt the run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You better respect the interior game a little bit. He gets deep inside. He forces the defense to hit him.
4 free throws good from Lillard.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Holiday. Now the pass to DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Lillard against Holiday. Lillard attacking. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Lillard is such a crafty finisher. Even when he takes a pounding, he sticks with it.
1:51 left in the 4th quarter. And here's Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. 1:39 left in the 4th. It's stolen by Anthony.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
Feeds it to Lillard. A reverse. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Covington trying to break free, and the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from McCollum.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Lillard against Holiday. Here's DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Bounce past Middleton. 3 on the clock. And to Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Portland's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well.
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Gets the first. That increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
They're jumping on the chance to up their lead at the line.
It's McCollum on the wing. Outside Covington. Lillard outside. Covington finds Lillard. Portland with a new 14. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 9 points.
I love how Lillard takes the initiative on offense. I mean, he's a creative and talented guard who's been absolutely on fire.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game here.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
And the basket by Lillard.
It's tough. When I think of Dame, that's the first word that comes up, showing why on that hoop right there.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slings it in.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. So the next starting five. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Anthony. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Durant. The Nets working the ball around now. Shot from the top of the key. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. KD's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Nets. Lillard against Harden. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Durant. Kicks it out to Harden. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
And Brown throws it down hard.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now here's Lillard. Durant with the steal. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Harden outside. To the middle. Here's Durant. And he banks in the layup. Durant's got his second basket of the game.
And Kevin Durant, great length and using his advantage on the inside.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. Harden against Lillard. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better? That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Got that one up quick.
Such a good player on the in-between game, weaving behind bodies to find some space, and CJ cashes in.
Now here's Harden. At the top of the key, Durant. That one doesn't go. Good D by Covington. Here's McCollum. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Harden the pass to KD. Shoots the 3. Nets with a new shot clock. Brown outside. And good that time.
And just a nice job there to shake free of the D inside and then drain the jumper.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
Harden against Lillard, and the jam by Harden.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Lillard surveying the D. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Lillard's got 6 points.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
Jordan kicks to Harris. Feeds it to Durant. Shoots over Covington. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Outside Anthony. The shot by Lillard wide open. And it's Lillard again missing. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 27 seconds left here in the first quarter.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him. And his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Passes it to Nurkic. And stolen by Jordan. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And finished off by KD.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Nets up by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Anthony in at the 3.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Brooklyn leading by 8. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Given that may be, it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Now a timeout called by Portland. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Cantor, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Cantor, the pass to Simons. Right side, Collins. Cantor, high post. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot clock at 3 to end the run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Brooklyn leading by 11. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now. And a deep three from Irving. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. Powell dishes to Collins. It's tipped. They get it back. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Dinwiddie attacking. Softly drops in the floater. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Powell, no one around him, hits the three-point bomb. Powell's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Irving looking for an opening. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got 6.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
1:31 left in the first half. Simons the pass to Powell. Got a piece of it. Griffin with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. And on the way from Irving for 3. The rebound by Simons. Trailblazers trail by 12. Here's Dinwiddie. Good on the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Basket good. And it's 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Lillard outside. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
That's an attack mindset from Lillard. We know he loves the 3, but fully confident getting inside and has the ability to score there.
Now here's Irving. 8 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Now McCollum. The pass to Lillard. From deep 3-point range. Can't hit that one. That will count. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The largest lead they had was 6. And that'll...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So for Brooklyn now, we've got Green. He's out there with Griffin. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Here's McCollum. following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Here's Lillard. He doesn't hit that one. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Nets leading by 16. Here's Irving. He's got 12. Pass to Claxton. Outside Griffin. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. And the shot goes in. McCollum's got 8 points.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Claxton. Beyond the arc. And it's Kyrie Irving with the three. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And Damian Lillard throws it down home.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Lillard against Irving. Irving double team. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Claxton, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's Brown following the basket by C.J. McCollum. 6 to shoot. Inside. Jordan can't get it to go.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
McCollum, no good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Man, there are not many times where DJ does not just rip that rim down.
Lillard against Harden. Nurkic dishes to McCollum, and he finishes nicely on the layup. McCollum's got 8 points in the quarter.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Harden outside. Here's Durant. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And that's now 10 points for KD.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 12. Again, McCollum missing. Durant with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Anthony against Harden. Outside Durant. Left side Jordan. Out to Harris. Wide open look. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Nets lead by 19.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third personal foul.
And they double up Brown. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here's Portland. Here's McCollum. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
He's just so good as C.J. McCollum at when to put the ball down on the floor and penetrate to the inside.
To the paint. Harris passes to Brown. With 1 on the clock. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Brown's got 6.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Trailblazers trail by 17. McCollum with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Nets shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. Dinwiddie outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And that one's good, Irving.
I feel like the jump ball triggered Kyrie Irving. He's been on it with tremendous effort from the beginning.
And it's Lillard missing. Brooklyn leading by 19 points. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. They kick it out to Green. Irving for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
And here is Irving. The feed to Green. Dinwiddie wide open. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Now, here is Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Here's Griffin. Here's Claxton, covered by Anthony. Back to Irving. Off target with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Jordan up top. Back to Harden. The kick out to Brown. Over McCollum. And it's Brown missing.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
McCollum's got such good body contact. He had to have known that he was going to get hit on that play.
Now here's Harden. He kicks it to Harris. Back to Harden. It's Durant on the wing. But they get it back. Harris outside. They get it again. Jordan. Count that one. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, he might as well pour a foundation and put some framework around that, because that's where DeAndre Jordan lives on the offensive glass.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Brooklyn.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jordan.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 19.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Brown. Durant in the corner. Harris with it. On the wing, Harden. Shot clock at 6. KD on the wing. He started by Collins.
Damian Lillard once commenting that Zach Collins has the potential to be a defensive player of the year. High praise.
He gets that one.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
So it's Brooklyn now. Portland making their last shot. Harden with it. From deep. That one misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. DA.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And looking at the Nets, they've got Griffin. Harden out there with Brown. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the 5. Now here's Brown. Back to Harden. Brown feeling it out a bit. Just 5 to shoot. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
Outside Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Elbow shot, and the jumper falls for him. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. KD passes to Griffin. Comes up empty down low.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Durant against Middleton. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez, and he uses the glass on the layup. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Now here's Lopez following the shot by Drew Holiday. Now here's Middleton. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. No good with the triple. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Harden against DiVincenzo. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Holiday looking for an opening. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Outside Holiday. Giannis left side. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And KD throws it down.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Now here is Holiday. No points in the game yet for him. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game.
And talking about last season, his team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Here's Holiday. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. The Nets with the lead. Harden the pass to Brown. Kicks it out to Harden. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Pushing it up. He's off on that one, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. The Nets working the ball around now. Left side, Jordan. Back to Durant. That one falls.
Well, don't let Kevin Durant get comfortable from the mid-range, because that is money in the bank.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 3. Antetokounmpo looking it over. 3 seconds left. Griffin with some nice D. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Brooklyn ahead, up by 3. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say.
I think the most important lesson that I got is
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Here's Irving, cans the 12-footer.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. The Bucks making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. And so it's Milwaukee now. They trail by 1. Lays it up off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And here is Brown. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The pass to Irving. Clock at 6. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Outside T. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
No doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Nice shot by Portis.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Nets trail by 3. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Irving. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Teague feeling it out a bit. Outside Portis. It's hauled in by Harris. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Irving for 3. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. 1:52 left here in the second. Here's T. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
How about that determination from Jeff Teague? I'll tell you what, lean frame doesn't mean he's not capable of bringing the physicality.
And so Teague gets 2 free throws.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Dinwiddie kicks to Irving. Back to Dinwiddie. No good on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Puts up a 3. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
To the inside. Claxton. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Teague. Rebounded by the Nets. 34 seconds left to play here in the half. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And Lopez throws it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden against DiVincenzo. Kicks it out to Harden. Griffin passes to Harden. From the arc. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
What a Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period came to a close with them. And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We've got Harden. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Griffin. And it's Durant. And it's Dinwiddie. Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. That shot is off. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Dinwiddie. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass. Woo-hoo.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Holiday. It's good. Holiday's got his first basket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Harden with it. He's got 8. In the corner, it's Griffin. Kicks it to KD. 4 on the shot clock.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Nets leading by 4. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And an intentional foul right there. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Fires top of the key. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Durant's got 6.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Giannis inside. Defended by Griffin. Nets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Outside Jordan. Here's Harden. Jordan the pass to Harden. Outside Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Lobs it up for Jordan. That one no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Here's Holiday. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Al Harden, 8 points for him. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Bucks trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Now, here is Harden. 10 points for him. No one near him. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touching that. Middleton against KD. Jordan trying to free himself up. Yes, that goes in. KD's got 8.
Oh, just very good offensive execution. Couldn't have asked for a better shot.
Outside Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game. And here's Harden. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Outside Holiday. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
T kicks it to Tucker. Brooklyn with the rebound. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Here's Irving. Steps back and trains the jump shot. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Well, sometimes it's about shot selection. Kyrie Irving finds the weakness in the defense consistently.
Outside T. Dishes it to Tucker. Got a piece of it. In transition, here come the Nets. Outside Irving. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by T. Portis, the pass to Tucker. And that one drops for him.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Brown the pass to Claxton. Timeout called the Nets.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Bucks trail by 4. Here's Tucker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I just love the activity, a fireball of energy. Tucker earning himself a trip to the stripe.
That's good from Tucker. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Both free throws good from Tucker. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Harden surveying the D. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from T.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
There's Portis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on James Harden. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Dinwiddie. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And the Nets lead by 2.
Huge bucket from Kyrie. Knows how to deliver.
Outside T. Throws it up high. Shot clock at 6. And that's an intentional foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. Jordan inside. Lopez is there. Just 5 on the clock. Harden kicks to Irving. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. And now a 4-point Brooklyn lead. 1:43 left in the game. Here's Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
And attacking with all that length. When Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
And there it is for him.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Outside Holiday. From deep 3-point range. And again, the Bucks miss.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
KD on the wing. We've got 33 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Back to Irving. 6 to shoot. Excellent D there from Holiday.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Middleton hits them both.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession. Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
17 seconds left in the 4th quarter. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, an NBA champion, that's what we can say about Kyrie Irving. This guy embraces the challenges and loves the spotlight.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
Holiday against Irving. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Misses the 3. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do